Welcome back to another episode of Residuals for Life brought to you by IGT. Super excited in this episode. We're hanging out with none other than Dave Kirby, CEO, president of IGT. Welcome to the show, Dave.
Hey, good to see you, Safan. As
It's been a
always.
yes. It's always a pleasure to have you here. And I know there's been some new developments some new developments in the telecom industry, and we're super excited to kind of learn a little bit more. Guys, we're building Residuals for Life, another stream of income for you, right? Passive income. Every business uses phone and internet, and here's how IGT can help you build residuals for life, right? Passive income by being a blessing to others. And I've said it many times in other podcasts too, but when you guys become an agent with us, matter of fact, you know what? You might become an IGT mugger. There you go. So,
uh,
Dave, what's new? What's going on in the telecom world right now?
well, actually, I wanted to bring up, thanks, Safan, something that's been around for ages. It's just new to training you guys on because a few things just came up recently. Our older veteran agents have known about it, but I haven't brought it up probably in about a year or so. And then we had a guy just coming up with nonprofits.
Hmm.
So anybody that's got a vertical of nonprofits, automatically, you're going to like this. Automatically, it's on the internet, it's 50% discount. Cloud services also, and sometimes phone. Not always on the phone, but always internet, always cloud, and sometimes phone. And that's just right off the top. That's even before our discount. So let's just, uh, uh, I'll explain to you in a couple of minutes. Called the CTF Fund, which stands for California Teleconnect Fund. So let me ask you something first, Sofan. When you get your cell phone bill or you had a home bill before,
Hmm.
and you see all these taxes and stuff, have you ever looked at that?
You know what? Yeah, absolutely. I don't. I kind of look at that, but I don't. But please explain, elaborate a little bit more.
So there's like 10 lines of stuff, and most of us
Oh,
jumbo, you don't even know what it is. If you look on there, it will absolutely 100% say CTF, California Teleconnect Fund, or just say CTF. And you're
mm-hmm.
like anybody in California. Okay.
Hmm.
And so what's happening is we're paying in. It's part of the taxes that the government passed back. It's been quite a while, actually. It's back in late 90s. They passed this. And what they do is they're helping, like we do all the time. They're helping helping everybody, but these guys specifically want to help nonprofits because people donate. We go to golf tournaments. We sponsor some of those, whatever the the
Right.
the cause might be. We just did where this kind of came into play was YWAM. It's a organization, youth organization, but could be any nonprofit that would qualify. It's really, you know, not that difficult for them to qualify. They just have to be a California based. The corporate has to be in California.
Wow.
And so let me just give you an example. There's everybody of all of us are paying into this fund. Okay, that's just on the tax $2, 50 cents, whatever each guy's person's is. Well, it's adding up, and there's this big fund in California state funding. Okay, what happens is the telecoms um, have to, if we ask them, and the people have a qualified California Teleconnect Fund, they're certified under it, then they have to give them 50% break. What do they need to do to do it? I'm just training one of our agents right now, a new guy that just been in the last few months. He came across one. He just said, you send him a link. You send these guys a link, and we're gonna have our trainer Randy Wilson. I'm not going all over the map, but he's going to be training our agents on this this coming month. Just going to send it to the customer. If they said they're not involved, and just say, hey, well, you need to look into this because right away it's going to blow your socks off. So you know how we already save them 30 to 60%.
Yes.
Let's just take it off the top of our head. Just this is it. A medium, small company, $1,000 a month is this nonprofit. Okay. And it should be more, I think Hawaii, we just did, it was like $3,000 or $4,000 a month, but that's
Wow.
just the number. So you'll understand it. So we're going to take their bills, and what do we do with it? It's normally 30 to 60%. Let's just call it 50 in the middle.
Okay.
So we've got them at $500, and they're probably having brand new phones and everything, uh, and probably doubling or tripling their bandwidth at the same time. So how much do you think they're going to get billed for that? They're signing for the $500. They're going to pay $250 a month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
That's
what happens is the telecoms have signed them to a $500 bill, okay, every month, but they have to honor that as long as they've got their California Teleconnect Fund, certification, which takes 2 to 3 months once you've turned it in. And it does go retroactive to the day you mailed it. So
wow.
they have to go back. I did one with AT&T 5, 6 years ago. We helped somebody, one of my agents, and I had to send a letter after the fact to AT&T saying, you got to honor this. 6 months back, they had to give them all that, and it was $1,200 a month. So they had to give them $600 a month towards their bill for 6 months. So that was, whatever it was,
That is humongous.
$3,600 and back stuff, not just from the beginning. So that's the beauty of it. Now the carriers don't
Come on.
lose. So here's how this goes, Stefan. The carriers don't lose anything. So they've signed them to $500, but they're sending the bill to the customer for $250. They're sending the other bill to who? The state, to get that money out of that fund.
No kid.
So the fund pays that other half. So the carrier doesn't lose anything on it, but they have to honor it because you know what? These nonprofits, they do fundraisers, they work
Right.
hard to get their money. They should
Yes.
have to pay for all kind of utilities is the same amount that everybody else is paying. So that's how
Absolutely.
the state looked at it. So that's how
Right.
it works. Got any questions about that, or got some cool ideas that you should be able to use with some of your agents, right?
That is phenomenal. I love it. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Dave, this is, every way that a business owner or even a nonprofit can kind of lower down their operation costs and retain some of their resources for, I want to say, other things um in their mission, right? To help fulfill their mission. That's amazing. Yeah, this is huge. I thank you for sharing that. Now, you also shared another document with me. And is it okay if we go over this one? Is it, would you call this a one sheet?
Sure. Yeah, that's the basic instructions of IGT, what we're all about, huh?
Yes, absolutely. Let's take a look at it real quick here. So a lot of people are like, what is IGT and what's this all about? If we can kind of go over the bullet points of this one sheet and kind of share with them. So you guys, this is how we're helping business owners or nonprofits lower down their operation costs. Huge significant savings, up to 30 to 60%. Matter of fact, double, tripling their bandwidth. And also for you to help them, obviously we've said this before, you can also build a passive income. So Dave, with that being said, a lot of people ask, why choose a telecom broker like IGT, right? Lower operating budget, wholesale pricing up to 60% less, right? This is amazing. Optimized service, faster internet speed with latest phone and internet and cloud technology. The word you said the best. We've always said this: white glove customer service. What does that mean? Can you kind of go over each bullet point, Dave, and elaborate a little bit more?
Right. Okay. With the lower an operating budget, that's going to be the ultimate what's going to happen because you've sailed, you've given them, moved them from retail to wholesale on their pricing. So that's going to lower their costs. And again, we've seen it, up to 60% many times. It's 50 to 60 now. I'm guaranteed as a broker to usually get around 30%. But it's been in excess of that. Um, Optimization of services, that means we're just taking a look at it and keeping a view of it all the time. In the beginning, we're going to give them that original analysis, but after that, we're still taking a look at it,
Hmm.
going back, just make sure that they are getting the very best that they could possibly get. Get the best bang for the buck, I guess you could say. White glove, you pretty much know that customer service. So what's happening is you've gone to a different echelon of customer service. So you've
Wow.
got retail, which is going to be the same group that does the home people, with your residential, and now you've gone to wholesale, which is going to take all your enterprise, huge customers,
Hmm.
colleges, universities, government agencies, and so forth. And anybody that's on wholesale is still going to be in that realm of their customer service. So it's a much more detailed. Also, they're quicker because the guarantee is instead of 4 hours response time, they got 2 hours or less to do it. And then on top of that, why do you use a broker? Is because we're there as a back line of customer care. Also, you're
Right.
not you're not paying us, but just get us some information. If anybody's dropping the ball, then you get back through us, through your agent, and he'll make sure that we're in touch with not customer care, but executives of that company.
Hmm.
We do it probably monthly. I have to get in touch with somebody, and we'll call it escalation. And man, they jump, and they want to hear from us because they want to make sure their customer care and provisioning installation is doing their job right.
Right.
They're not. I was just recently in Maui, taking some R&R, much needed, but I had to put out a fire, and in less than an hour, it was taken care of because I just handled got it to the right person. So now I've
Oh
also
yeah.
added another additional person because I was enjoying Maui so much, golfing and so forth. I thought, what if I'd have missed that call? You know, they'd still have been dealing with the customer care people that had went dark on them and so forth. Um, that I knew, when they get through to me, it's going to happen. And I've got this list of people that I golf with, or VPs or regional directors and stuff, that they want to make, they want our business and they want to
Hmm.
continue to do business with IGT like they've been doing since 1996. So I would say these people will adhere to it. So I had to put somebody in place in case I'm not around. So I just gave another person a raise and gave them that additional um, position as the escalation manager. So we're going to have it 24/7. Really make sure that we're there to back stuff up.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's amazing. This is a wholesale solution for business communications, and what I love the most about IGTs. I love when I explain this opportunity for them to lower down their operation costs. They're like, well, do I have to switch carriers, or who do you guys work with? And we have contracts with all of them, right? And that is huge because you've done business with all of them, and over the years you've developed some very important integral relationships with some of the again VPs and with these carriers. So when they get a call from Mr. David Kirby, it's obviously going to be white glove service, and the clients can rest assured that they'll be taken care of. They're in good hands, and I love that. And the best time to start looking to maybe lower down your operation costs is maybe upon renewal, or maybe you're looking at upgrading, or maybe downsizing. And that's a huge part too, as well, because a lot of companies are looking for ways to kind of lower down their operation costs and by downsizing, right? And might as well do that. And here's another thing, you like you mentioned, the CTF fund. I'm excited about that. I don't think a lot of nonprofits are aware that this thing exists, David.
And, yeah, good point. And that just happened. Case in point, there's a company, a nonprofit that our agent Josh just brought us, and they've been in business, doing their nonprofit 501(c)(3) for 20 years, but nobody
Wow.
came to them and told them.
Wow.
So
That's
that's added value to us too. And you know this, Sofan. We
mhm.
don't sell. We're
Nope.
consultants, and that's exactly what we're doing. Selling is we just give them the options. The selling goes on the carrier side. They're selling in their services, but we're just consulting. Is there a better way to consult than to grab an extra 50% off besides the discount?
Right. Right. There's, even if they say that it's selling, really what you're selling is the opportunity to lower down their operation costs, and um, for them to take those resources and put it elsewhere, right? And I know I keep on repeating that, but it's so important to understand, every dollar counts. Like if you're running a business, you're looking at your margins, you're looking at your profit margin, you're looking at, okay, labor costs, cost of goods, and this is a way for you to not have to maybe compromise on other areas when you can just look at your bill, your internet phone, internet bill, and be like, okay, I don't have to compromise. I can still keep the same carrier. Matter of fact, get more service, a better quality of service, but lower my cost. Getting 50 to 60%, I mean 30, 60% off. That's kind of huge. So I love the fact that we have over 500 plus agents already involved with the business, and they're on the ground. They're out there building relationships and becoming a blessing to others. And it's phenomenal what IGT, the opportunity, it's helping anyone from all walks of life come on board and start building a passive income in the telecom industry. So Dave, thank you so much for this added CTF fun, and thank you for so much for taking the time to kind of explain this to me. And now all of our agents, they receive national training, right, from they actually receive monthly training from a national sales trainer, a Kickstarter coach, right. And there's so much support along with the one sheet. There's incentives, there's trips, there's wow, cash bonuses, presents, awards, there's recognition with our shining star newsletters. So anyone that's considering an alternative career, or maybe even just like to supplement their income, get on board. Get in contact with us. Maybe the company or you work with that right now is looking for ways to lower their operation costs and retain some of that uh, the resources that they have. Book a free consultation. We can help you, right, Dave?
Amen. That's
I know
it.
that was a lot for me to say, but I just wanted to get to that point across. I want people to know that this is a huge opportunity for anyone from any type of career, can just be a sponge and be coachable, teachable, trainable. No quota. I
No license
love that.
required. No license required.
No license required, and we operate globally.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
We
So
work, you said earlier, with all the providers on the planet. So who are you going to lose
yes,
the deal to? Yourself?
exactly. Right, right. Who will you lose your business to? Exactly, definitely. And we have stories of successful agents that come on board and have no business being in this industry, but they build residuals for life. And I know we kind of went a little bit more longer than I actually booked time from to have with you. But Dave, was there anything that I left out? Maybe you want to make sure we cover. Any final thoughts?
Final thought is I got to pay somebody. Might as well be you.
Hey, there it is. Well, Dave, thanks so much for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it for this episode. And we really appreciate you guys tuning in to us and checking us out. So remember, Resilience for Life, brought to you by IGT.
Three, two, one.